Warm greetings to all. This is Anuradha. In this video, I'll be discussing about a short story titled At the Church Door by Henry Rene Albert Guy de Maupassant. Before jumping into the story, we have to get an idea of what a short story is. A short story is nothing but a work of fictional narrative prose. A fictional narrative prose is an imaginative story written in an ordinary language. It talks about a single event or experience. There are certain elements to it. They are character, setting, plot, point of view, theme, and of course, there will be a problem and solution to it. Starting from the writer, Robert Louis Stevenson, short story has gained its international fame. Many troops of writers have contributed to this genre like Joseph Rudyard Kipling, Anton Pavlovich Chekhov, Sir Arthur Ignatius Conan Doyle, John Galsworthy, and of course the renowned French writer Guy de Maupassant. A short intro about the author, Henry Rene Albert Guy de Maupassant. He was born in France, and here is the image of the map. Hope it's visible and vivid to you. He was a 19th century French writer and master of short story form. His stories reflect upon real life and real people, their mistakes, joys, and disappointments. His stories also revolve around the common man and his struggles against fate and circumstances. Before moving on to the story, I would like to tell you what this story is about in gist and about the characters. At the church door is the story of a distraught couple who, having lost their son, spend the next 20 years searching for him. Their tireless search is finally rewarded when they meet him at the church door. Now, I'll introduce the characters to you. Let's have a look into it. Farmer Jean, daughter of the farmer and wife of Pierre. Pierre, he is a wheelwright. Jean, son of Jean and Pierre, an old clown, the shepherds, tradesmen, peasants, harvesters, innkeeper, an old man, the parish priest, two ladies, one old and the other is young. A young man, the circus people, and an old lady. All these characters I have mentioned in the order of the narration. So, as far as the names of the main characters, I have used English pronunciation. Both the mother and son's name are pronounced similar as Jean and Jean, whereas in French it is pronounced to be, as for the mother is Jean and the son to be John. Now I'll start with the story. At the entrance of the village, Pierre used to live in a little house nearby the road. He married Jean, daughter of a farmer. He set up as a wheelwright in the same district. A wheelwright is a person who makes or repairs wheels. They both worked hard and gathered a small fortune. The couple was filled with sorrow that they had no children. At last, a child was born to them, and they named him Jean. When Jean was 5 years old, a circus passed through the village and put up a tent in front of the town hall. Jean had seen them and sneaked out of the house. His father searched him for a long time and found him in the midst of the trained goats and dogs. He was sitting on the knee of an old clown and was shouting with laughter. 3 days later, at dinner time, the wheelwright and his wife were in utter dismay that their son was not in the house. They looked for him in the garden. Father Pure went to the roadside and repeatedly called out his son's name, Jean, but there was no reply from the other side. The air was full of mourning. Filled with tears, Father Pierre was looking for his son until the day breaks. Mother Jean She remained seated at the door and wept until morning. But Jane was never found. Being filled with sorrow, they aged rapidly from that time on. Nothing could console them. They even sold their house and set out to look for their lost son. They questioned the shepherds on the hills, the passing tradesmen, the peasants in the village, the authorities in the towns, and the travelers. Nobody knew anything of their lost son because it was a long time since their son had been lost. They lost all their hope with a devastated look, having a piece of bread from the harvesters, eating their dinner beneath a tree at midday in the fields. They were hungry and ate quickly in silence, seated on the edge of the ditches. A ditch is a narrow channel dug at the side of a field to hold or to carry away water. The couple related their misfortunes to an innkeeper. The innkeeper associated a similar incident that someone he knew lost their daughter and found her in Paris. Father Pierre and Mother Jane, in hope, set out for Paris in search of their lost son. Once they reached the city of Paris, they were frightened by its size and the crowd. They were afraid that they would not recognize their lost son, for they had not seen him for 15 years. In hope, they stopped wherever they saw a crowd. They visited every street and square. Every Sunday, they spent the day in front of the churches, watched the crowds going in and out, and scanning each face for distant resemblance. An old man at one of the churches who sprinkled holy water had eventually become their friend. At the top of a big house, they lived together in a wretched garret. Garret is a top floor or attic room. When the old man was ill, the wheelwright took his new friend's place at the church as sprinkler of holy water. The winter was harsh in that year. Unfortunately, the old sprinkler of holy water died. The parish priest, who had heard of their misfortune, appointed the wheelwright in the old sprinkler's place. Every morning, the wheelwright seated in the same place on the same chair, rubbing his back against the old stone column. He looked forward to Sunday. He gazed fixedly at every man who entered the church. He grew very old, getting weaker and weaker. His hope crumbled away. The story highlights the perseverance of the couple as they travel far in search of their son. They live through difficult circumstances as they wait in hope that one day they'll meet their lost son. One day, two ladies came to the church, one old and the other young. The wheelwright thought them to be mother and daughter. Behind them, a young man appeared who came along with them. The wheelwright thought the young man to be the young lady's fiancé. He racked his memory to discover where he had seen that young man. The young man visited frequently to the church to escort the two ladies. There was a vague resemblance, and the wheelwright was familiar with, but he could not identify clearly because of his aged memory. The old man made his wife to help his feeble memory. One evening, the strangers, that is, the young man and the two ladies, entered the church together. When they passed the old man, his wife remembers and whispered to the wheelwright that the young man was taller, stronger, and dressed like a gentleman. He had the same face that the wheelwright had when he was young. The young man resembled like the wheelwright, wheelwright's brother who was dead, and wheelwright's father. The wheelwright and his wife Jean were so full of emotion and deeply moved that they could not speak. Right then, the three people were coming down the aisle and started to move off. Aisle is a passage between rows of seats in a church. The young man touched the sprinkler with his finger, and the old man who was holding it shook so much that the holy water rained upon the ground. The wheelwright cried and repeated softly as Jean, Jean, Jean. The young man and the two ladies stopped and looked at him in astonishment. The young man looked closely into the face of the old man, and then recollection of childhood flashed in his mind, and replied, Father Pierre and Mother Jean. Jean had forgotten everything except his father's name and his mother's name. He knelt down and wept on the knee of the old man. He kissed his father and mother. The two ladies also cried and realized that great happiness had come. They all went home together. Now, the young man narrated his story of how he had been lost and spent his 15 years searching for his father and mother. He was kidnapped by the circus people. He traveled with them for 3 years and visited many countries. Once the circus company had broken up, an old lady who lived in a chateau, like little Jean, gave a sum of money and adopted him. Chateau is a large country house or castle. As Jean was intelligent, they sent him to school and college. Since the old lady had no children, she left all her fortune to Jean. Jean too looked for his parents, but the only thing was that he couldn't remember anything except for their names and could not find them. Jean introduced his fiancée, whom he was going to be married to. She was good and pretty. They stayed up that night, for they were afraid to go to bed, in a thought that they might lose their son again when they were asleep. They had exhausted the endurance of misfortune and lived happily till the end. Hope you enjoyed the story. Now we'll see how the author has justified the title of this story. The title indicates the place where the reunion takes place. The church is the place where one's faith and prayers are answered. The story celebrates the love of parents and their child. The story is an allegory of man's search for God in a world of material pleasures. An allegory is a narrative work that conveys a hidden or broader meaning, usually spiritual or political, through the use of symbolic characters and events. In the story, man represents every man who loses his faith in God and gets lost in the world of wealth and pleasure. Child represents God who is waiting to be reunited with man. Hope you liked this story and enjoyed listening to it. Now I bid you adieu and see you in my next video. Thank you.